Hello besties, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the $5 Pantry Challenge and why it's important, and we're going to do it. It's been a pretty hot minute since I've talked about why we need to do the $5 Pantry Challenge each week. It is so important. Before we get started with today's video is sponsored by Thrive Market. Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store with guaranteed savings on every order. Thrive Market has an amazing selection of groceries, snacks, non-toxic beauty items, and so much more. Only by going to thrivemarket.com/southernfrugalmama do you get 30% off of your first order plus a free gift worth up to $60. All orders over $49 ship for free. As of February 2024, Thrive Market announced that they are the first online retailer that accepts SNAP EBT, making it that much easier for millions of families across the country to access healthy groceries that they need. My favorite perk about Thrive Market is if you find a cheaper price somewhere else, Thrive Market will match that price for you. Thrive Market has the best snacks that my kids love. Ryder is obsessed with these love corn, barbecue corn snacks. Click the link in the description box below or go to thrivemarket.com/southernfrugalmama to get 30% off of your first order plus a free gift worth up to $60 when you join Thrive Market today. If you're new here, you probably haven't seen me talk about this yet. I want to explain it real quick. So each week you take $5 and you're going to go to the store and you're going to buy $5 worth of shelf-stable or freezer-friendly items to have on hand in case of an emergency. $5 a week is all you have to spend. It's a very little amount of money and it builds up so fast. We're going to talk about why this is important. Number one, the American Red Cross advises everybody to have a small storage of food and water on hand in case of natural disasters, such as a hurricane, an earthquake, a snowstorm, flooding, any kind of natural disaster. It is always good to have, it is necessary to have an emergency supply of shelf-stable food and water on hand at all times. We never know what's going to happen, what natural disasters are going to occur this week. If you live on the coast, you know that you have to be prepared for hurricanes. If you live in earthquake country, you kind of know that that's the thing you have to deal with. But a lot of areas think, oh, this will never happen to me, but sometimes it does, and you need to be prepared for just in case. It is so important. Number two, financial hardship. If you spend $5 a week and slowly build up your emergency food storage and you put it aside, put it in your pantry. If you don't have a pantry or a place to put it in, you can just get you a little tote and put it in your tote, put it in your closet, under your bed. There are so many ways that you can have an emergency food storage in your home. The economy is not it, and we never know when something's going to happen to us financially, and most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So if you have this, it's like an insurance policy you have for your survival. So if you spend $5 a week on shelf-stable foods or freezer-friendly items, if you hit a financial snag, say for instance you get laid off from work, of course you can go sign up for food stamps, but it takes a hot minute to get an appointment, especially in the area that I live in. Or if you just have something pop up unexpectedly, like medical expenses, your car tears up and you need to fix your car and you need your car to go to work, just anything can happen financially and you can live off of your emergency food storage items. So you don't have to go to the grocery store and spend money. You are already taken care of because you spent $5 a week on shelf-stable items and freezer-friendly items to help keep your family fed in a hard financial situation. Number three. So you guys remember back in 2020 when that pandemic happened? And people were freaking out. They were freaking out and buying everything off the shelf. And you would go in the store just to get something that you needed for a normal day and it would not be there. And it wouldn't be there for weeks because People were hoarding up stuff. And that was awful. That was awful. So you don't have to worry about that in the future. If that ever happens again, you can have a small stock of items that your family uses, and you won't have to worry about going and fighting the crowds and everybody panic buying. You're already going to have a small stock of it, and you are going to be good to go, and you will not have to deal with shortages or anything like that. Yeah, that was not a fun time. Number 4, like I said, and number 3, shortages. Shortages are everywhere. Something is always happening to beans, to crops, to wheat, to meat. Apparently there's going to be a meat shortage again soon. Who knew? There's like diaper shortages. This happens. I don't know why, but shortages are happening and they're predicted to happen. Sometimes they never show up like they're predicted, but we never know anymore. So if you stock up on items that your family uses on the regular. Now, don't go out and buy things that you never use. That's just a waste. But you stock up on items that you know your family will use. You will not have to worry about these shortages. Number 5 is one of your family members having a hard time, one of your friends having a hard time, or just a neighbor down the street, somebody you know knows. That was a mouthful. But if you have items put away in your emergency food storage or in your freezer, and you know somebody's having a difficult time financially, or hey, if a family is sick and they can't get out to the store, you can bless the family by giving them some stuff out of your food storage. That is one of my favorite parts about having an emergency food storage. I have been known quite a few times to go through my food storage and my freezer, and I just fill up grocery bags and I take it to people I know who needs it. And I love that I can help these people and they don't have to worry about anything. I have it already. I'm going to give it to you. Number 6, you can save money. And you're probably like, Brooke, how can I spend money to save money? That's silly. Well, hear me out, okay? So the point of this is to buy items that your family already uses. You know your family is going to use that packet of taco seasoning because you make tacos every week. Or you know your family is going to use that bag of beans because you make a big batch of beans every week. So if you go to the store, look at sales ads. And if you buy items that are on sale at their lowest price, stock up. Spend about $5 to get a few extra, and you can put it in your food storage. And instead of going to the store the next week, you already have that. You don't have to spend $2 for that pack of beans. You bought it on sale for 88 cents. You can save money in the long run. And remember, our emergency food storage, I like to make it a working pantry. I can move stuff in and I pull it out. I always buy items that I know my family uses, so nothing ever goes bad. We rotate just like we would if we worked at a grocery store, rotating the shelves. You rotate it, it ensures nothing goes bad. You use things before they expire. Working pantries, in my opinion, are the best way to do an emergency food storage because you don't have stuff just sitting in a corner collecting dust that you're not ever going to use because you're just waiting for an emergency situation. But if you make it a working pantry, it'll help so much better, I think. I've decided that each week I'm going to share with you guys my $5 stock up haul. I might do it in a short or I might post a long video like this, but I think it's important to show you guys how quickly it builds up because you may think, Brooke, prices today, $5 is not going to get you a lot. And you know what? I agree. But if you do what I said and you look for sale items that your family already uses and you take that $5, buy your items, you can see each week it's just going to get bigger and bigger, and you will have a pantry full in no time. I've had so many viewers tell me that they started the $5 emergency food storage like I suggested, and they said it helped them so much when they hit a tough spot financially, when they were sick, when they didn't feel like going to the grocery store. It helps them so greatly. And I really think it's important that we all do this, even if you live in a small space, a small apartment. Get you a tote, fill up the tote. A little bit is better than nothing. So I'm going to take you guys with me and we're going to go shop for my $5 emergency food storage. Now, I saved up last week's $5 and I put it with this week's $5. So my budget is $10. And I decided to save last week's and this week so I could do two at once to show you how quickly it built up. So let's go to the store. Oh, go, you go. Remember, the goal is to buy things you use that are on sale so you can save money. We rarely have hamburger helper, tuna helper, chicken helper, but we do sometimes, and that is a really good sale. That would be $1.27-ish, 26 for each one, and that is a pretty good deal. And Colin loves it. This is a good one. Those. Two of those. I saved last week's $5 and I'm putting it with this week's $5 and I'm spending $10 this week for the past 2 weeks. This is a pretty fantastic deal for this. So I'm gonna buy 5 of them. I'm not clearing the shelf. You guys know I don't like to clear the shelf. Apparently it's $1.25. Okay, we are back from the store. Now what I did, spend $5 a week, right? $5 a week. I saved the first week and I put it with the second week so we could have $10 to spend this week, because I wanted to show you how quickly it adds up. And I'm going to show you what we got. Remember, sales. We look for the sales and we get items that we normally eat. And if you get it on a good sale, you won't have to buy it at a higher price. First $5 bought us 5 packages of lemon pepper tuna. Robert and Braden could live off of this stuff. They love it. It was 88 cents a piece. And that is a killer deal in my area. So we have that. The second $5 bought 4 boxes of hamburger and chicken helper. They were buy one, get one free, and I showed you guys. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than $1.25, but it wasn't. It was $1.25 for each of these babies. That's a pretty good deal around here. Dollar Tree, sometimes you can find it, but not very often. Not at mine, at least. So, my total was $10.03 after tax. Tennessee, we have to pay tax on food. It kind of stinks. But it adds up so quickly. See what I got for the first week? Like, hello, this is a big assortment of goodies. And we just started, right? It adds up so fast. Just look at that sitting together. We already got a little stock. This is fantastic. And each week you're going to spend $5 and it's just going to keep adding on, adding on, adding on. This is going to be perfect if you hit a financial snag or you just don't feel like going to the store. All right, besties, if you have not started the $5 emergency food storage challenge yet, I encourage you to do so. You can see that this is going to build up so fast. Inside of a month, you will see a major difference. It is going to go poof. It's going to be so big. And you're going to have a nice little insurance policy to fall back on if you need it. All right, guys, that was it for this video. I love you so much. Thank you for all of your support and encouragement. And I love you guys so much. You are my family. You're my best friends. I love you guys with everything in me. I will see you next video. Remember, as always, be positive and kind and happy. And let others be happy. And I'll see you later, taters. Bye.